So, thank you for your answer. Are these 2 pages that I said they show DNA profile of missing person?
No, not this one. Not this one.
Oh,
Okay.
Not this one.
okay.
I will put
Oh,
her.
yeah. Sorry, my bad. This one.
The simple answer, and this is the new information now, viewers. The simple answer is that the suspect is not the source of the DNA on the evidence because the DNA is not fully established everywhere. However, they do match fairly well, more than I would expect at random, and a specific pattern emerges that looks like an almost certain family connection. I would look for a parent, child, or sibling. Very respectfully, Julia, did this person know the situation in full? Or
he doesn't know who I am.
Okay.
And he doesn't know who these DNA profiles belong to.
So there's no vested interest from this person to give any kind of answer at all. It was done completely without them knowing. We have looked at this, where Julia's gone to get this done. It's all above board, all verified. And this person has come back and said there is a specific pattern, more than could have occurred at random, emerging that looks like an almost certain family connection. And this person saying, look for a parent, child, or sibling.
Yeah, and I want to... Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, just to reiterate again, we've removed the headers, we've removed all of the contact information to prevent the internet from going and hounding this company until Julia has an opportunity to take this to a larger platform who can then, like a national news or something like this, to have it all corroborated. And that's how we're doing it. You're having the Shawn and Ron seal of approval that we've seen and went all over all this. We're not gatekeeping anything. We're doing due diligence as reporters for the sources.
Yeah, but that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So Julia, when you got this answer,
yesterday,
how did you feel?
I felt so excited, but also, I mean, I have a few theories why it came as a parent, child, or sibling. So can I tell people about these theories?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So I forgot. I also want to show the video of. Can I send you something else now?
Yeah, of course you can.
Because it's very important, because it's about Madeline's DNA profile. 1 second.
I'll just clarify for viewers, because there's so many questions coming in right now. So Julia had tests done first time properly, and it's come back that she's not Madieline Mccan, but the tester believes that the linkage, the pattern that is emerging, is not a random pattern, and it looks like there is certainly a family connection. It could be a parent, child, or sibling. Julia's gonna come back and say what her theories are.
I mean, how do you spend 16 million quid, right? And then one girl in Poland smashes it out the park. Like, she's due a check from someone in the government in the UK. That's all I'm saying. Some of those funds need to go to Julia, because it's just unreal. It's unreal.
This should have come back, if for the people who believe that Maddie's dead, this should have come back saying that there's no connection.
Oh,
there's no pattern emerging, and there's no family connection.
There should be nothing. There should be there shouldn't be it's most likely a family connection. There should be none of that.
Exactly.
Should be nothing. Should be nothing.
I sent you a link to the video, and it's very important. I don't know if you can show it if it's a link.
One moment.
Because it's very important, because it will be about one of my theory, because Gonzalo Amaral said there that DNA profile of Madeleine was a little bit manipulated, and he said it there. That's why this is about one of my theory, but I just wanted to show it to people first.
Sure. Yeah, you want me to play this now for you, Julia?
I think this is the right video. Can you play it? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Portanto, são indícios.
We have to read.
Também
Because
com alguma prova, digamos
Evidence, turn the volume off. Evidence in inverted commas concerning the vestiges that were collected and sent to the English Forensic Laboratory for analysis. It is said that there could have been a manipulation of all that data. It is still not clear what happened. I recall before we had the official report, we had a preliminary report which indicated the fluids found in the car rented a month after the disappearance belonged to Madieline Mccan. And then when the report arrived, it was no longer like that. What? It was said at the time that the profile with a series of alleys matched Madeline's, yet they said that anyone in the lab could have contributed to that profile. So why did it match to Madeline's and not, say, to the US president profile?
Yeah.
There's something very strange about that analysis, something that should be questioned, verified, investigated. I believe that when forensic analyses are done, the laboratory technician has to keep a record of what he's doing. I don't know if that was destroyed or not, but it should exist alongside the report.
Yeah, so I just wanted to show it because it's like I want to explain one of my theories. So the first of my theories is that they manipulated a little bit Madieline's Mccan profile, DNA profile, and I will tell you there is large cover-up from the police, and I believe everyone can see it, not only from the police, I guess. So I wouldn't be surprised if this would be the case, but well, I don't know. But still, I'm related to them somehow.
Julia, could you just say that theory a bit more slower for people, what you just said?
Yeah, of course I can. So first of my theories is that DNA profile of Madeleine could have been a little bit manipulated because there is large cover-up from people like police officers, I guess, like for example Operation Grange. So I believe that it could have been a little bit manipulated, and that is why my DNA profile compared to Madeleine profile doesn't match 100%, but only like a part as a sibling or parent-child relationship. So that's why this is one of my theories. Another theory.
And regarding what the cops just said on that video, how does what he said in that video play into what you're saying right now?
I mean, maybe I misunderstood what he said, but I believe that he was talking that some documents like the DNA profile of Madeleine could have been manipulated.
Okay, so that's theory number one, right?
I understood it.
Yep. All right, go to theory number two.
Okay, so but first I would like to show another email from this expert, if we can run.
Yep.
Can I put a heart under the picture?
Sorry, I was so tuned into the side chat there, Julia. Which picture do you want to put up?
I'll put heart under the picture. 1 second.
Thank you. 1 second. All right, little thumbs up. Oh yeah, you're going to do it now. That's fine. Excellent. I think I know which one it is. Yeah, that's fine. No problems. 1 second.
Thanks for all the questions, guys. We'll when Julie's gone through all her theories, if she's got time, we'll get all your questions to her.
I'm back.
Great.
Ron's putting things in the wrong place. Just give me a second.
Okay. Yeah. So if you keep the questions coming in, if you want to, you've got a unique opportunity to ask Julia stuff, and also Julia's link, her Instagram, etc., is in the description box below the video if you want to ask her something directly on Instagram instead of posting it in the chat.
This is the right one, Julia?
Yeah.
Do you want me to read this, Julia?
Yeah, but first I want to say that it's also interesting, and it's about Because I told him that it's not about suspect, but about missing person. Do you have this email, Ron, with my answer to him?
This one.
Yeah, this would be the first.
Do you want to start with
My
that
answer.
one?
Yeah, could you read it, this?
All right. So viewers, this is Julia's answer after she received the first message that we just read previously that gave the result. So then Julia responded with this, and here's what it says. Hi, thank you for your answer. So are these 2 pages that I said they show DNA profile of a missing person not come from one person? Does only one page come from one person and second page is mixed with DNA that belongs to other close relatives of this person? Could it be mix of DNA from mother, father, sister, and brother? Unfortunately, I don't have other information regarding DNA of this missing person. Are you 100% sure we are closely related? Would you be able to write a report about it? How much would it cost? Good questions.
I just saw that this is not the answer I wanted. I mean, I had the other answer, but this is the last email that I sent to him. Okay, never mind. I just told him on my first answer to him that it's about missing person case, not about suspect, because he didn't know that it was about missing person. So I just wanted to tell him. Yeah. So can we now go to this one? Thank you.
So this is the expert's response. What you have is one reference sample for comparison, your DNA, and one sample from the wild or evidence DNA. The evidence DNA is not a missing person, but DNA that is mixed with at least 3 total people. Your DNA can be compared to the evidence DNA. In comparing your DNA, it is not present, so your DNA is not on the evidence. However, not all of the numbers are readable if magnified. This DNA could have come from your parent or child, a sibling, maybe even 2 cousins and an uncle. Someone would have to look very closely and know the family tree to discern the individual facts. We could write out a family tree and play with the comparisons. To be specific, each relationship presents a specific inheritance pattern, and the amount of DNA you share is very relevant. And I think that with this reference and evidence samples, a parent or child relationship or something else significant between you and the evidence is a very real possibility. This could also be something like a 3-person mixture with your uncle and cousin. Keep in mind that what is present is a mixture of DNA from at least 3 people, and without all of the lab's files and data, can you scroll any lower, or is that it? I can't make...
I think it's on the next sheet, mate. 1 second.
Okay, great.
1
moment, please.
I have to say something. Someone said she's related to someone in the... 1 second word. In the sample DNA, which is a mix of 3 people, it could be any. No, it not could be any, because this is a comparison of my DNA profile and Madeline's DNA profile from Mccann PJ files. So it's still about Mccanns. No matter if this DNA is mix of Amelie, Shawn, Jerry, Kate, and Madeleine, or only Madeleine.
All I'm saying is if you send in Madeline's DNA profile from the report with any other DNA to a random place to get it checked out, at no point should it come back saying they're related. Okay.
Shouldn't, no.
Just I know it's just numbers on pages and like really weird looking text responses, and it might be underwhelming for a lot of people, but just drill it into your heads, okay? Like if you just go and grab a random person off the street and you go and get your DNAs tested, you aren't going to come back as related. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a madness. But anyway, there's the next part for you, Shawn. I don't know if you can...
All right, thank you. Just wait for it to come up. It's not come up yet.
Oh, there we go.
Something else significant between you and the evidence is a very real possibility. This could also be something like a 3-person mixture with your uncle and cousin. Keep in mind that what is present is a mixture of DNA from at least 3 people, And without all of the lab's files and data, I can't make real-world observations regarding whether an individual's DNA can be discerned, and a family tree can be used to narrow the landscape of possibilities. This is pretty simple to look at with the data, but sometimes, even with the data, you don't have more info. Other times, the data is very informative. I can't predict what the data will show with this type of sample. Is there more below it? The truth is that people can meet and talk without you ever exchanging names, and the paperwork can be presented to me concurrent with a consultation. It is possible to have a one-way Zoom call with you having no video, but having the ability to share screen with the documents that you have, but without the lab's file of specific data and/or a family tree, and preferably both, I cannot help you more. If you want to keep this anonymous, this is a typical part of my job where I am known and upfront, and you are XYZ. You can find a way to pay me some fee, depending on how you want this to play out. We can Zoom confidentially or meet. You can share screen your lab pages through Zoom or hand them to me, and I can consult with you concurrent with my review, and we'd be done. If you are interested, I can tell you the very minimum data that I need, which isn't much.
And the other page, could you please show Ron?
Yep. 1 second.
Thank you.
3.
Well, while Ron's finding that, let's do a quick poll. In the chat, please, if you think this is a huge development, put a 1 in the chat. If you think this is not a huge development, put a 2 in the chat.
I'm just going to say right now, if you don't think this is a huge development, you're a freaking moron. Right? I mean that respectfully. Right? I mean that respectfully. Like, you're allowed to have your opinions. Okay, but that's my opinion on your opinion, because he'd be your uncle or a second cousin or a parent. What?
It's about 90. It's 90. I'm estimating about 97% ones right now. All right, so you can share screen your lab pages through Zoom or hand them to me, and I can consult with you concurrent with my review, and we'd be done. If you are interested, I can tell you the very minimum data that I need, which isn't much. Otherwise, to help with your thinking about the family tree and how it is relevant, I'll have attached a chart that I like to use. Full siblings on the chart match at approximately 50%, but in real life can match from approximately 20 to 80%. So don't be fooled into thinking that there isn't a significant range for those numbers. Also, the chart assumes matching 2 reference samples between specific persons, not an evidence mixture of 3 people who could all be related to you, like aunt, uncle, cousin. My guess is that you probably have a relationship to 1 or more individuals who are on the evidence, and it is possibly quite close, but I don't know what that connection is, and this can only be known with more information on the DNA from the evidence. Scroll down a bit, Ron. From the evidence, as well as the potential family members that are in play. So we've got a diagram now, have we?
This picture, but Ron, can you show this picture bigger, because I send you in a separate way this picture, this colorful picture. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he sent me this.
Do you want to talk about that, Julia?
Yeah, so I'm what can I say? I'm not an expert. It's hard to comment too much about it, but I want to say that I believe, as he said in the first message, he said that it's relationship, probably like relationship between parent and child or siblings. So but he also said that the second page shows like DNA from minimum 3 people, right?
Yeah, minimum 3 people, of which he said you were of close relation, a parent, an aunt, or a cousin. Okay.
Which is so interesting because we all know that the only Mccanns that were there was Kate, Jerry, Shawn, Emily, and Madeleine. So
yeah,
I know
this would have been weird if you'd came back as a fifth cousin. Okay, I'm not going to lie. This would be groundbreaking. But the fact that it's come back as this close a match, all of the DNA that was in that profile that Jerry mentioned in that clip was a hodgepodge of everyone in the McCann family's DNA. Okay, so if it was a mixture of the sisters, the brother, the mother, and the father, and your DNA is matched somewhere in a mix of the brother, the sister, or the mother or the father, I mean, this is massive. It's massive, and I'm so happy that you're finally getting some answers, Julia.
Yeah, really I'm so happy too, but I'm just scared that police will not treat me seriously still because
massive. It's massive, and I'm so happy that you're finally getting some answers, Julia.
Yeah, really I'm so happy too, but I'm just scared that police will not treat me seriously still because we all know how Operation Grange works.
Yeah, I'm more scared of snipers than I am of a bad attitude from the police, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I mean, let us know what you think in the side chat, guys. I mean, how do you feel, Shawn? I mean, this has been a journey with Julia. I mean, to finally starting to get some sort of answer, whether it's still a bit hazy or whether it's still a bit unknown, it's definitely, we've done better than the 16 million that was spent. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and it's thanks to viewers as well, because people are, a lot of people have come on the chat late and they didn't hear what was said at the very beginning, and that was that there's never been a valid DNA test done. There's been fake stories and rumors that Julia's done it and she's Polish and it's all nonsense and Julia's crazy. And this is what the mainstream media have been putting out there. And when Julia first came and spoke to us, I remembered all those stories, and I was wondering what the hell was going on. And Julia set me straight quite quickly, showing us the calls with Operation Grange, etc. Anyway, over the course of the 6 episodes we've done prior to this, viewers and it's like a community now that supports Julia is built on the channel and on Julie's Instagram, and the DNA stuff, lie detection stuff has been discussed. People have offered to pay, and a donation link was set up, and a lot of us have donated. And thanks, to the viewers who have donated and enabled Julia to have the resources to get this far. So Julia then took the DNA profile from the Portuguese police for Madieline Mccan, submitted that to an expert who didn't know it was Madeline's, didn't know Julia's predicament, sent her own DNA, and we would think, this would be the end of it now. They're going to say, there's no connection here at all. You're not Madieline Mccan. Go home, let it lie, forget about this. And it would have ended it all right there. But no, and none of us foresaw what was coming. And as Julia's shown throughout this broadcast, the expert who had no clue what was going on, the connection, said there is a connection, likely as close as parent, sibling, etc. So, Julie's contacted us right away once this has come through, and we've had to proceed with caution because we don't want this bloody expert getting bombarded and doxxed, etc. We've had to proceed with caution and redact a few things, but this is all legit. This test is legit.